Did you guys see that? What showed up immediately after I posted that? I saved it to the intimidation playlist. It was a video from one of those incel podcasters. You know, the dudes, the alpha males. And it said it was about a non-binary influencer that was faking a hate crime. Did you see that? I put it in the list there. I have blocked that particular asshole channel. I can't tell you, like 6 times. But if you want to go to my intimidation, bullying playlist, where all the threats, all the fake tarot readings, all of it is located, I added it to that because I have blocked that particular channel and several others, but they keep popping up. I think just as threats and intimidation, because every time I post about what has happened here, that's what my feed gets filled with. Now, I overheard someone hiring a cyber team, a social media team, lawyers, and what else? There were several, but she had a whole group of people, and she was just loud as could be, like in that video with the raccoon, where she was just bragging about how she was hiring these people. And that's when the real gaslighting started. I don't know if you follow, a lot of you did follow my TikTok, so you saw what went down there, because I tried to document everything that was going on, because they were making me look like I was the problem, and then trying to convince me that I was crazy so that they could get me committed, but in actuality, Wi-Fi disconnected. In actuality, they had access to my mail and all of my documentation. So I believe that they were somehow either applying for benefits on my behalf, forging stuff. I don't know what they were doing, but I didn't have access to my own mail or my own documentation. And this is what's been happening to my feeds on all of my social media platforms. This. So, because I just posted that last night, then of course I got the letter under the door after hours, after 10 p.m. on a weekend, when mail doesn't run, but it's always after I post a video, like back there in the program that I'm trying to get away from, the domestic violence program that I'm trying to get away from, escape, because it was more abusive than my actual original situation. And I'm gonna guess it's probably dictated by that first abusive situation, because money talks and bullshit also talks, as you can see in the playlist. And I want to leave here. I'm waiting for a ride. I know that it's coming, but these people also know that it's coming, and they want to look like they're still in control, and that's not the case anymore, because I figured out the game. And I am going to guess that they probably had a hand in something a lot bigger than I was even anticipating, and that's why, because my platform was reaching eyes and ears that would support and agree with me and see what they were doing. And I think that they're doing something pretty terrible under the surface that they don't want found out. Because they were doing this before a certain time frame. Anywho, this is not me making up a hate crime. This was, and I don't know that I never said it was a hate crime, but now I'm starting to think that it was. Because they do like to throw in a little bit of the truth of what they're doing. Just a little bit while they're lying. All of them do that. In fact, the one that, the night, and I have video footage of that night. The one that the next day that I did the live, I tried to get help, and my friend called because he was worried about us. I have some video footage that's pretty damaging from that night as well. But that night I turned off my cameras on my phone, and another girl had arrived that had ties with that place. And I overheard her say, because she had her face covered, I knew who she was because I knew her voice. She'd been here before and she had a connection to that place. And she said, just a little bit of the truth like they like to do. She said, I was over at the other motel, but they had cameras in my room. So they moved me over here, and they turned them off. Well, I moved over here, and then when I got out of earshot and walked down the hall, she said, they sent me over here to watch her. So you cannot pull the wool over my eyes anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I know that there's some bullshit going on. You're watching me while I pee and take a shower and knocking on the fucking ceiling every single time. What's going on there? You've mocked me when my kid's in the bathroom. On here. We're gonna fix this. I'm gonna get out of your hair. But for some reason, you still seem to think that you're owed something. I'm owed something. Not you. Not any of you. But you'll still get it. And if you think for a second that the way to get fucking paid from me is to block my fucking opportunities for work and then run around and tell everybody what a lazy piece of shit I am, when you know good and goddamn well that I've applied for everything, including 9 different side hustles that you blocked. I had this, that you stole my idea. Don't. Just get the fuck out of my face. I'm not playing with you anymore. It's not cute, and I don't care how you fucking feel about me talking about it. Not one fucking bit. And every time you stand outside of the door or the window, everybody and their mama is going to hear about it. Okay? Leave me the fuck alone. Let me wait for my fucking ride in peace, and let my child have some fucking peace, because you haven't been able to do that either. Do not knock on my door. Do not worry about it. You will get your fucking money for this room. Stop putting mail under the door only when I'm in trouble with you. Like you're my mom and fucking dad. 'Cause I left them behind too. They couldn't control me either. And I don't know where any of you get the fucking idea that you can control me, or that I deserve some sort of punishment and reward fucking system in order to live, or that I'm going to continue to take these threats and bullying and intimidation by a bunch of people who aren't fucking living the life. You don't have any fucking room to talk to me, because you aren't doing better. And fuck right off. We are done here. You have done enough damage. You have taken every last thing we've had left, including our sanity. What makes you think you deserve anything else? Who the fuck are any of you? Half of you are working behind the scenes and I don't even know who you are and what your fucking beef is. But get the fuck out of my face with that, okay? Now we're packed. We're ready to go. We're just waiting on the ride. But because you've hacked my phone, and because you're watching every little fucking move I make, including my emails, my text messages, my phone calls, I have to do things a little differently so you don't find out and go ahead of me and fuck it up, like you did all my job opportunities. Which is going to stop today, because you can't do it anymore. Because there have been a lot of people who watched you do it. They found out. And you can't do it anymore. You just can't. So, settle fucking down. Don't worry about it. I'll tape that fucking letter that I ripped up in front of the camera that you've got in my bathroom, and I'll tape it back up when I get to somebody who can read it with some authority. Because I've tried to get lawyers here, but you blocked that for me as well. One of them was a disability lawyer that was going to help me get my benefits. But because you have all my documentation, I think that you were doing something with it, and that's why you blocked the lawyer. Also, that was the same day of a concert I was trying to get to, that I had the means to go to. But I think some of you actually went to it instead. You guys are cruel and evil, and I don't want any part of it. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be like you. You'll get what you need, but you don't deserve anything else from me. And you certainly don't get to accuse me of the shit you've been doing. All right? Every time. And then you tell me that you have no idea about my social media. But every time I call you out in a video, there you are. What's up with that? God, my mom and dad used to beat the hell out of me and repeat a phrase over and over. God hates liars. When they were accusing me of shit that they were doing. And it stuck. And now I can't lie. I don't know. But what I hate more than anything is hypocrites who use his name to abuse and bully people and control them when they aren't living a life that he would be proud of. He sure as shit wouldn't want his name in your mouths. Get fucking wrecked.